but I'm not sure.
I'm trying to think. I'm actually like trying to think of other
G-Law, perhaps?
G-Law? Yo, the young...
Pink Rain.
The young Glaw?
I'm bringing out all the PNW Enos now. We're going back to early, what was it, like 2022 Strive when it was all Enos and Souls in this region?
Or we go back to even further when it was all the Exert Enos coming back to play a new version, then immediately quitting 2 weeks later.
Yeah, okay. Listen, that release Eno was
Zato-1.
I mean,
she was non-functional.
Yeah, but she should have stayed that way.
It's insane to me that even with how bad that version of Eno was, Daru still got second at Evo. Daru's the GOAT.
I mean, yeah, that's what it is. Is Daru's just as cracked as he is jacked.
Speaking of GOATs, by the way, my Zato GOAT, along with Cosmic shoutouts, Audiens right here, incredibly long-time Zato player, dating back to years ago in Xrd.
Yeah, were they? I think they were an AC player as well, if I remember.
I think so. I mostly associate him with Xrd, but yeah.
Yeah, it'd be the same.
Just loves the character, loves playing Zato, and you look at this guy's level in game. He plays a lot.
It's one of those like Zato didn't change super drastically within Strive compared to other ones. So Zato players, your fundamentals stayed the same, right?
Yeah.
And Audiens is, I think, one of the clear examples of that. Always doing well, not making it out to offline events super consistently, but like I'm still terrified to see them at any point.
Oh, yeah.
But Zaran is another person who has one of these like newer players kind of showed up and then has just been dominating, just constantly thrashing people.
These Oregon players, they're too good.
It's the Oregon Zoomers.
It's
It's Oregon Zoomers.
It's the Oregon Zoomers versus the Bellingham Zoomers, the two opposite corners of the P&W.
Literally, it's the P&W parentheses Seattle region.
Yeah.
Oh, great. We got a trophy right there. Always good to see those pop up right here, and also seeing a great 2P pop up.
So good. Yeah, okay, so one thing you'll note a lot about Audiens and the way he structures his pressure, not a big tap dust fan. He tries to use it, like you said earlier, very sparingly, only in the clutch moments.
Yep.
Really loves the flight mix, and mid-screen has some wild setups that you'll see.
Like you said, the flight mix is very reminiscent of liking old Zato, because that's like how you made that work. The tap dust is a very like Strive Zato idea, but Zaran not even allowing Audiens to really get any kind of major pressure going, just constantly being like, I'm going to shut you down and just defeat you with honest, I mean, I say like honest gameplay, like they weren't doing like crazy Kabari mix, they weren't doing like constant 30 Yozonsons in a row, right? It was just like, I'm just gonna play footsies and I'm gonna press you and I'm gonna use the big Baiken damage that I get.
They honestly utilize the aspect of Baiken that I think is like intended and often underutilized by the players, which is just her strong defense.
Yeah, she has incredibly strong defense, and then her reward of that defense is also like it's super crazy.
Daisuke gave her a 4-frame 5P for a reason, and by God, Zaran's gonna use it.
Got to back it with the Uzanson, but unfortunately traded. Oh, Audiens didn't find that pickup and didn't spend the meter either to guarantee it, but the throw will.
Scary there with the counter hit. Baiken's air-to-air conversions are insane.
Yeah, she's like, I mean, she's
running forward.
This is what this character's trying to do. Great burst over there from Audiens at that right point where you need to do it. Oh, misses the full extension right there. So great.
The high BFD.
Yeah.
No Eddie, though, which means this combo's going to do no damage.
But that's fine. Like, you're willing to take that while being able to keep them in the corner, just utilizing your other good tools. And I'm trying to check him with that 5P, 2P, but Zaran already ready to press it, ready to IBFD it again on reaction.
Yeah. Zaran is just not getting punished for these 5Ps. They're working so well.
I mean, you find the right timing. Like Zato players very much want to always be pressing right there, right? They always want to be, like, continue that pressure, and they don't normally have to deal with characters who have a long-range low that can deal with that.
Oh, going for a fancy combo here. Gets the wall break without the assistance of Eddie. Huge. That was an Eddie-less combo, by the way.
Yeah. Because now you got to keep it all with this positive bonus right here, so you got to continue it going. Hit him with the Among Us at the wall.
Audiens, of any Zato I've ever seen, the biggest player in terms of focusing on hit confirming into that super.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, there's a lot of Zatos that I see that don't do that. They'll go for like sword out wall break the amount of times, and you just lose out on so much damage. And especially with Zato, you need to be capitalizing on that damage.
Yeah, I've even heard people call the 5H Among Us the Audiens.
So I'm calling it now. I'm calling it a 5H Amorphous. That's the Audiens.
You gotta claim your basic hit confirms while you can, you know.
Well, you gotta get it early so that when 10 years down the line when we're still playing Strive, it's like oh, great Audiens right there.
Yeah, barely survives even with Zato's non-existent guts and defense.
Go nice BRC forward, but just BRC's immediately back, still getting tossed out of the air.
And this is now kind of scary. Baiting the burst. One of the biggest strengths of Zato is ability to make both pressure and combos completely burst and YRC safe while still doing them.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't ready for that throw. I was not ready for that throw at all. I was waiting for like run up like 2P, run up like try to go for like the quick little hop, but
it's such a smart option because Zaran, when he's doing that fuzzy jump, is just blocking, right?
Yeah.
So you say, I don't need to anti-air you, I'll just get you.
I mean, that's classic gear, like just constantly trying to shut them down. But Zaran tried to keep the pressure up, but the parry got baited
into the immediate amorphous. No chance to burst.
Yeah. Hit him with the Audiens 2.0. It's far slash and.
Of course. Every hit confirm. Just again, this guy's played the game for 10,000 hours. He's done every hit confirm possible.
And they're all named after
his. They're all his.
Ogawa who? Ogawa who? All right. Oh, great. Yeah, their use of pressing those far slashes in that situation. I've been so on point. That Amorphous wasn't ready for it. That was, I think, a little bit of an aggressive press.
Yeah, not an Audiens.
Not an Audiens.
Confirmed.
No. Here we go. Yes, that's it.
Kabari, but IBFD. It really seems like Audiens just knows how to play around Baiken's pressure with these consistent IBFDs on a variety of different strings.
Yeah, they tried to be playing around what Zaran was doing. Yeah.
Oh, this is even scarier. Four-way mix. Hold it again.
Yeah, and I like that. You just do micro dash, just try to bait out the burst if you can. But I think holding onto it that late is like the smart decision. And
it's so nice to have that burst in your pocket for this round.
Audiens is also not a panic burster.
Agreed.
Like very historically, you see him play. They want to be using that. Gold burst is super effective, especially in this matchup where you kind of just sometimes have to accept that you're going to die if you get hit by the Baiken, just like this.
Such a long range 6P.
Here we go.
Escabari combo. This does so much damage.
Yeah, it does enough to kill right there.
Escabari is Baiken's optimal starter.
Is it really?
When you see the optimal Baiken combos, you always want to route into Escabari because it means you can do just /5H, /5H, /5H.
This is just like with Leo Whitefang. This is just like
Leo
Whitefang. Yeah. All right. Good solid hit. Tried to parry, but the drill timing actually baiting it out and being able to land a hit. Couldn't get a big conversion, but that 2P coming in clutch to try to stop Zaran from being on the ground. But as soon as that happened again, it's like Zaran's just like, okay, I'm going to go to the air. I'm going to try to deal with you. I'm going to try to use my great air superiority that I do have.
Another 2P RC. That is one option Audiens cannot lay claim to. Every Zato and their mother is doing 2P RC, 5P RC.
I mean, if it ain't broke. It's been good since 1.0. It'll be good until the end of time.
Yeah. Maybe they should fix it. Who knows?
Daisuke, listen to us. We're the experts.
Oh, the tether actually messing up Audiens' route.
Yeah, and that's something that you always have to be worried about as you're fighting the Baiken player, right? Because so many routes just get accidentally blown up by tether. You don't realize. Great 6P right there to clash and just jump out of it to try to escape that corner. But Audiens has been doing a great job of getting Yozansen and then toss.
Run up.
Yeah.
Blocks the four-way mix again. Now in the corner, the throw mix is a lot less threatening, just because you don't have the option to cross up the way you do normally. Oh. Okay, now.
I like that though, using the gunshot to just snipe Eddie out of there, while at this low life total is making your pressure a lot safer to get in there. And a great gold burst bait!
Doesn't bait that one. Audiens has 50 meter on the board. BRC, not gonna close it out!
Here we go, just having to jump out of it, but the air throw comes in right at the last moment for Audiens and takes it 3-2.
Yeah. Audiens knows the defensive option there from Zaran has been fuzzy super jump every time.
Every time.
And has started really calling it out there with the air throw, just the strongest option you can do to call it something like that.
I mean, Zaran didn't have the adjustments to that, right? They never found the count. They did, but then they would always go back to it, but Audiens was still ready for it right at the get-go. And that's the big thing. I think it's the big thing that really allowed Audiens to take it over. Zaran, they had those great confirms, they had those abilities to get those large damage pickups, but they couldn't lead out of the Zato pressure, which is why I think you need to make those comebacks.
Exactly. That first game, Zaran took really confidently. I think a big part of that was his ability to find the gaps in the pressure and successfully 5P and fuzzy jump out. But over time, we just saw Audiens get cleaner and cleaner with the pressure, giving key opportunities like that, going for a pose, and Zaran not really respecting it, just 5Ping into the oppose and getting punished for it.
In addition, we never really saw, like, I don't know, Zaran's parry usage was really, like, interesting. I felt like they were always, I don't know if it was